your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast, it's like cruiserweight action. Your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke.
What's up, guys? What's cracking? Hollywood House. In your house. We are back. We're ready to make a movie. I hope you guys are ready to make a movie. I hope you guys are ready to get with the shits. Because we are ready to get with the shits because we are here to talk a little wrestling. That is right. We are back. You already know the vibes. Anytime In Your House and the In Your House crew comes through, the 5-star podcast that you love to love, that you know that you can come for a little information, opinions, and entertainment. And we give you that work all day, Jack. So, of course, you already know me, Old Hollywood, back again. And it's been a good week here for you, boy. You know, I'm feeling good, a little vibey and whatnot, you know. Of course, you guys know we had a big episode drop earlier with our co-host, the world's most dangerous podcaster, Paragon, and his championship victory at Emerge 74, Emergence Day, the 9th anniversary. And guys, it's been great. I mean, I got a chance to get some photos from the world famous Mouse and Mouse's wrestling adventures, and he does a great job and has been around the way, man. That cat, he's a good cat, man. Good dude. And I got a chance to get some promo pics from him at Emerge 74, and they came out great. My God, that man is great at what he does. But now we are back here, and I have my co-host here, the voice, Josh Joseph, and we're ready to talk a little wrestling. How you doing, bro?
Doing fantastic. Yet again here on another In Your House stage with the director himself, Hollywood House. I'm doing great. I can't wait to get this mini discussion. And fans, stick around after this. Got watch along. SmackDown happens tonight.
Oh, man. Go and check out the Voices watch-alongs that he does for SmackDown, that he does for Collision. Does a great job of giving you guys some great content and great opinions, and that's exactly what we're about to do here, is give you guys some great content and give you guys some great opinions. It is Friday night. We're just doing this just off the cup, man. We're giving y'all a great live here. We are on Facebook Live, we're on Twitch, but also we're giving you guys a great podcast. That's right. This will also be available for download on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify and wherever you get your podcast at. And man, it felt like having an episode was the right thing to do. We really wanted to try to get one earlier this week, but timing just didn't happen, and we wanted to squeeze this one in as quickly as possible because, man, it's been popping off over on Twitter between the wrestling nerds, between the promoters, between the executives known as Tony Khan, owner of AEW, and Eric Bischoff, who, of course, a lot of work with WWE, but most prominently known for his time with WCW, and man, they was going back and forth on Twitter, bro.
Yeah, they were having a bit of a tiff, some would say.
Yeah.
I you know, it's gonna happen. There's a lot of people talking, and Bischoff is somebody who is talking, and Tony Khan obviously does not have a filter. He has not been shown how to just pump the brakes and let people talk, because all it is noise.
Yeah,
noise can be canceled out.
Mm-hmm.
It's so easy. I mean, Bo's figured it out. You can cancel that stuff. Just put it out of your head, man. Keep doing what you're doing, because you got a lot of good things going great for you.
Yeah.
You have some things that you really drastically need to change as soon as possible. But at the overall thing, you have fans. You have a dedicated fan base who shows up for your product. Sometimes let people just talk.
Yeah. And that's what you got to do, man. You have to be mature enough. I've said it on this show before. Honestly, I think Tony needs a PR team. I think he needs somebody to police some of the things that he says. And I understand, like, there's a lot of fans that actually like his that like his randomness, that he'll go back at you on Twitter, that he's going back at fans. But I got to tell you, man, this whole thing with Tony Khan and him being upset, and I know, if you guys are following it, I know if you guys are listening to this, you guys have followed what has happened, because only the most hardcore fans really listen to In Your House. We do appreciate y'all, by the way. But so I know you're following it. But so I know this all started with a tweet from the USA Network, and Tony just kind of jumped on that. And of course, we know the situation on AEW now, where it seems like we may be getting closer to a fatal 4-way for Samoa Joe and his championship. But this whole Twitter situation all fueled from Tony taking kind of exception to Jinder Mahal being on TV, Jinder Mahal being in an opportunity to be on TV with The Rock, which we've said it on this show before, that he held his own. He did great. He was a pro in that segment. But also, he now has an opportunity to go up against Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's coming up this Monday on Monday Night Raw. And Tony took exception to that as far as putting somebody on that big of a platform who hasn't done anything in over a year. And then there's people that were criticizing Hook trying to get an opportunity for the AEW championship, and he hearkened to Hook's record in AEW. What are your thoughts, man? What are you thinking as far as that specific thing goes? The Jinder Mahal argument, getting a title shot, Hook maybe not being good enough in some of the fans' eyes to get a title shot, and it becoming a huge back and forth with Tony and on Twitter.
Honestly, I'm going to start with the Hook angle on this one. Leave Hook alone. Let him be who he is. I understand, but come on. Fans, let's just break down the wall. Do win-losses really matter in wrestling if it's just like throwing in for a title match? I understand if you're building a story and you have a 5 best out of 5 going on. Yeah, of course you want to keep track then, because you're doing best out of 5. But we're not going back and looking at people's records and saying, oh, he doesn't have this many wins, so why is he even in talks of that? Okay. And Jinder Mahal. Why is Tony even worried about Jinder Mahal? First off, Jinder
got so much press.
Yeah, Jinder, all he did was show up. He got called from WWE to come and do a spot with The Rock. Who the hell is turning that down?
Right.
Nobody. And then he comes out, and then he gets this moment where it seems like him and Seth are going to get to go at it. Jinder Mahal gets to come back to the WWE, which, honestly, I did not dislike his character. Yeah. His work he did in the WWE, I thought was good, solid story writing. There was some, towards the end of it, it did go off the rails a lot. But Jinder Mahal, though, if you're going to build a mold for a wrestler, why wouldn't you want him to look like Jinder Mahal? Right. He's a Drew McIntyre of a different shade. He's got the ability to carry something, and he's got the body to make you believe that. So this whole thing does not make any sense to me. The way that he's going at Jinder, I get it. It does put you in another light. And like a lot of people have said, bad press is good press. They're talking about you, Yeah. And he seems to be inserting himself in a lot of that stuff. But honestly, I like Jinder Mahal. I like the character. I like Hook also because I was a Taz fan.
Oh,
and then
when
I found out when I found out his son was going to be in it, I was like, oh my God, Taz 2.0, let's go. And then you come to see that besides the really not talking on mic, he's really not too much like his dad. I mean, yeah, he does the suplexes and stuff like that, but like Taz had a whole different taste to him.
Yeah.
And Hook is good. I like him, and I think they could develop with him. But
it's a different
Samoa
vibe, man.
Yeah, and Samoa Joe just needs bodies to throw around for a title match.
Hey guys, it's all Hollywood. Hope you guys are appreciating this episode that I am doing with the voice, Josh Joseph. A little mini work that we giving y'all, but we got to take a little break. We got to pay some bills, and when we come back, we will continue this great discussion. Well, he needs contenders. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Samoa Joe is going to be a champion that is going to just have it for maybe 2 or 3 months and then we just pass it along. Like, no, I really don't see that. I see Samoa Joe actually having a pretty long title reign, and then when somebody does beat him for it, it's going to be incredibly meaningful because of the reign that he built for himself.
See, now that's what I love about your mind, because that is a perfect way to keep Joe that champion that we need in AEW, and harken back to what Paragon talked to us all about.
Yeah,
Joe is the champion we deserve in AEW, the champion we need in AEW, so we can build. If you have a guy like Joe who's out there, and I mean, tell me what he didn't do this week. The dude was everywhere
out
with
there,
that
like
title,
a champion should be.
Exactly, and like I said, I was heartbroken when MJF lost that title. But Paragon was the doctor who came in and gave me the prescription to heal me all up, man, because I'm on board with what he's saying. I thoroughly enjoy it. I think that if you have a mind like Paragon writing for this specific thing, like you said, it's not going to be a small title run. It's going to be something of epic proportions.
Yeah, I think it's going to be something special. I think that this is going to be a good title run for him. And it's exciting to see what's going to happen. Joe has already been saying, for me, we talked a little bit about it in the group chat. And for me, man, honestly, Samoa Joe's been saying all the right things. You know, he's been saying the right things that a champion should say. And I really thoroughly appreciate his current approach to being a champion. And I want to bring up a statement that he had brought up and how it resonated with me and how I had to bring it into the group to let you guys know that I truly love and appreciate this man for his contributions and in professional wrestling. Samoa Joe, and I credit the 434 for finding this information. This is where I got it from. Samoa Joe wants AEW to move away from the petty stuff. Joe quotes, "I understand the world of professional wrestling. I've seen things work at a very high level, and I understand the type of people backstage that it takes for that to happen. I try to be that person. As a champion, you're the standard bearer. I'm more than happy to take up that mantle. I really want to make a focus of getting the fans' attention back on the conflict in the ring, and a lot of the petty stuff needs to melt away. Let's get back to entertaining the people." And this could be somewhat in reference to Tony's Twitter meltdown. This could be in reference to the Young Bucks and CM Punk situation. This could be in reference to the Chris Jericho situation. This could be in reference to the Jack Perry situation. There's a lot of things backstage that's taking up fans' attention when it comes to AEW, when it really should be what's going on inside the ring. And I think somebody like Samoa Joe understands that and wants to shift that focus to what's going on in the ring as the champion of AEW. Voice thoughts on that statement.
Perfectly said by Joe. I mean, honestly, and I love the vagueness of it, because in this situation, why throw gas on the fire? Why not be that commander, that leader that we need, that AEW can see and grow from, that the Young Bucks could probably take a big page out of that lesson and just sit back, and because the Young Bucks, you guys are getting to the point to where what you've been doing in the ring's not holding up any longer. I mean, I used to be thrilled for a Young Bucks match. Now I could pass.
It's
Now
crazy to think that.
I would legit go to a Jinder Mahal match over a Young Bucks just because of what's happening now.
Yeah.
I mean, Jinder Mahal did nothing, and he got all this. So, I mean, moving on, though, Samoa Joe, and I've said it so many times, Paragon was completely right on this one. And Joe just cemented that with that tweet. You know, we need to get back to the action in the ring. The stuff that brings us in, the stuff that wakes us up if they're overseas having a pay-per-view at 4 a.m. just to watch it live because we love it. There was times I called off work to watch some of their stuff they did over there just so I could watch it, you know, because I love it. We all love it. I know you love it. I know everybody who's in your house network, we all love it. This is what we live for. So go back, listen to Joe. See what he said. Soak it in, guys. Even you, Jericho. I know there's a lot of shit happening right now in between you and the world. And, you know, at some point in time, you guys all have to think of your legacy.
Oh, yeah.
And legacy we want to talk about. I want to talk about the Young Bucks like I would talk about the Hardys in the next 10 years. You know, I would love to talk about Hook like I talk about Taz in the next 10 years. You know, like this is the generation that's coming up, and this is the generation that honestly needs to be molded by a Samoa Joe, because he's going to give you every benefit of the situation, and he's going to give you every single tool you need to succeed. He's been there. He's been to the top of the mountain in almost every promotion he's stepped foot in.
Listen, man. I'm going to say it like this. If Samoa Joe is the champion, if he's the leader in the locker room and stuff's happening backstage, stupid stuff's happening backstage, I think that's the perfect man to come through and smack people in the mouth and get them in line. I'm just saying, bro.
Yo, you're 100 on that.
Like, Samoa Joe is the guy to smack you in the mouth and tell you to straighten up and fly right.
And you're not going to get pissed. Because you know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
And it's Joe.
It's coming from, but like you said, it's coming from a good place. Like, he wants things to be better, but like, that is an intimidating man, and like, it harkens back to Undertaker. Undertaker being, you know, the judge of Wrestler's Court. I think that Samoa Joe would be that perfect. He'd slide right into that role, bro. He'd slide right into that role perfectly, in my opinion.
Oh no, that's 100 on that one, because he has the body type that you don't want to mess with, and he's also has the career. He's got all the boxes checked. Yeah, he's somebody who's been there, been to the dance. He probably even invented the dance, and so jump on board, get in line, because you're only going to succeed with him.
Yeah, he's got the accolades. He's got the no-nonsense stoic demeanor, and he is a guy that will smack you in the mouth. And and listen, Undertaker had the accolades, had the stoic demeanor, and would smack you in the mouth.
Yep.
Listen, bro, I'm just saying what I know. It's crazy to think, man, that we can see this happen. Like, I really do want to see Samoa Joe turn things around, turn that ship around. We got to stop the crazy tweeting. That stuff's got to end. And these are just quick thoughts, y'all. Quick thoughts that we had that we wanted to throw out there and have a conversation with y'all. And of course, keep that content flowing, y'all. Keep that content flowing, because guys, we got to talk before we slide out of here, because my man Voice, follow where he's going. Go ahead, follow him, head on over and get that SmackDown watch along that you're gonna get with my man. Tomorrow, join him for Collision. Tomorrow, join us once again with Dylan Cole. Dylan Cole is going to be sliding on the show. He's a menace, y'all, and he's been heading around the local scene, being a menace. I just got a chance to catch back up with Dylan this past weekend at Emerge 74, and it was great seeing that young man. It's going to be great bringing him back on the show. It's going to be great. It's going to be a vibe. Really excited to have him come back to the show. And me and Voice, we're going to talk to him, man. It's going to be a great conversation.
Yeah, I can't wait. This will be the first time I get to speak to him. Everybody who has spoke to him that I know speaks highly of him. I'm really looking forward to diving a little deeper into Dylan Cole.
Absolutely, man. And we want to give you guys these killer episodes here, this great content, more of this content, because you guys have done exactly what we've asked y'all to do. You guys have given us some more 5-star ratings. You guys have given us some more 5-star reviews. You guys have got us charted in the United States on Apple Podcasts. You guys have got us charted in Canada. We international again, baby.
I love it. I love it.
We international again, baby. So it's great. We really appreciate giving y'all that work. We really appreciate you guys sliding through and listening. But now we got to slide out of here because my man's got to slide over to that watch along. So go ahead and plug away anything you like to plug, bro.
All right. So like we were discussing, SmackDown Friday night watch along with The Voice. You can catch me on The Voice's Twitch channel. And I will also be right back here on Facebook on the In Your House page. So come and do that. That's also Saturday night. You're going to see me a lot this weekend. Like every weekend, I'm usually pretty much streaming. That's what I do. I got a space in between volleyball and softball for the kids. So
There you go.
why not use it? So come check me out. Come check out the In Your House stuff. We're doing a lot of stuff on our Facebook page, putting out posts. Everybody involved is putting out the stuff. So go support everybody. You have Jushin, you got Jones, you got Paragon out there. Even Sam Knight drops some stuff that we steal from him and, repost. But, Sam Knight loves it. So we do it.
Yes.
And, definitely check out everybody who's doing this in your house. We are a collective, but we are also individuals. You can come and check out Jones and see what he's doing with Kokomo Press. They're funny, silly gooses over there, and I enjoy their content. And Paragon is out there putting in the work between the ropes. He's dominating Emerge. There's some things coming up for Paragon, so stay tuned for all of us. And of course, the leader himself, Hollywood House, is always doing what he does. And he's built this playground for me, Jones, and Paragon, and Jushin to come and play and dance and build sandcastles and kick them over and have fun.
Hey, man.
But we appreciate you all coming and joining us and just giving us love, because we absolutely love doing this and putting out the work for you all.
Yes, man. Yes. Hey, as far as this playground that I built here with a lot of talented people, I could just say this. I just like to do hood rat stuff with my friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. I just like to do hood rat stuff with my friends. Like, it's good stuff. So we really appreciate you guys sliding through and listening to this little mini episode. Once again, it is going to be available in podcast form. It was a nice little discussions. Pop us in your ears if you guys are busy on your Saturday. It's going to drop Friday night. So maybe if you sliding into work, if you're a third shifter, you go and slide into work, you want to pop us in your ears, we'll be there. Saturday morning, if you maybe you work, I do. I'll be up. So, if you want to pop us in your ears, we'll be there. So, most definitely, we got some great content flowing for y'all guys as we continue here to continue to stay charted, to continue to work hard for your 5-star ratings, and we really appreciate you guys following this journey. I feel it. I feel that I feel that fire starting to come under In Your House again. More people are paying attention. More people are sharing, and the results are showing. So, guys, you already know where you guys can catch me at right here on this great podcast. Of course, head on over to Pope's Point of View. Pope's returned. He and Pollo Del Mar have returned for their Saturday morning episode. So go check that out. You already know it's going to be a movie, Jack. Of course, Destination 6 coming up. Destination 6 coming up right around the corner. And, of course, you never know what I'm going to do, what I might do when I'm there to exact my revenge on Sam Knight on January 20th. It's going to be a great, great event and it usually is. You guys, you regulars have been there. You guys could attest for the type of show that you get when you are there at D6, New Moon Rising. It's going to be great. So many great names as I'm bringing up the poster here and look at it. You got Sam Knight, the forever champion. He's going to be going up against Logan Myers. We're going to see the tag team champions, Whiskey and Warrants. Of course, my guy, Akbar Period, will be there. The original Sins, Jordan Die, Mr. Broadway, Kindle Fire, Don't Die, Miles. Eric Dillinger, Public Enemy. Gotta love it. And, of course, the Fatal 4-Way for the inaugural D6 Women's Champion. That is right. Some great, great talent. Ashlyn Alexander, the lovely Miss Larkin, who seemed to be going a little nutty here lately. Blair Onyx, and of course, Big Al herself, Alice Crowley. That's gonna be a great match, man. That's got banger material right there, bro.
That does. And
then February 3rd. It's going to be Diamonds Are Forever. It's going to be a great event there at Emerge 75, February 3rd. Go check that out, and I'll be on the call there on color. It's going to be a movie, Jack. Man, you already know I'm pushing. I'm grinding here on In Your House, and you guys can follow me at Hollywood House. That is on Twitter. That is on Facebook, and then The Hollywood House on IG, and then at In Your House on all those social media platforms. And of course, that's HOWSC, and the W stands for work. So guys, you already know the vibes. Until next time, and remember, first, slide on over with my man Voice. Head on over there. Go check out that watch along, so that way you will have the ammunition to hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone, because the household is still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.